All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing a beer from the Equilibrium Brewery, and they're out of Middletown, New York, and this is their Deviation. So they are calling this a Triple IPA that comes in at 10.5% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in the time of review. This can is just under 6 weeks old. So I don't review a lot of Equilibrium on the channel, and that's because it's not that easy to get in the Western New York area. Some places will get it on tap and whatnot, but to get cans, you either have to trade for it or know somebody that went to the brewery. So I don't review a lot of their stuff. Behind me on the pretentious wall of bottles and cans, you will see a couple Equilibrium beers that I have reviewed on the channel. And I really like their beers, like a lot. I think they make absolutely outstanding beers, but just don't get my hands on them that often. But when I was in Binghamton, New York recently, when I went down to hang out with Matt over at Massive Beer Reviews and Kyle over at No Hype Beer Reviews and the Nerd Sense guys at the 2019 East Coast Beer Tuber Palooza, that you'll see by the time this video goes up in this review, you'll see a lot of different videos on all of our channels from the get-together. But when I was passing through Binghamton, I stopped at Sam the Beer Man, awesome bottle shop, and he actually had 6 packs of Deviation still from a recent run that he made to, I guess, Equilibrium. And yeah, I grabbed a 4-pack of it, and I was like, did I just say 6-pack? I might have said 6-pack. They had 4 packs of Equilibrium because that's what they're sold in. And I grabbed a 4-pack of this because A, it was a Triple IPA, and I'm like, okay, you know, I always say I don't like Triple IPAs, but I'll try them, and I've never had one from Equilibrium, so let me give it a go. And yeah, I think it was reasonably priced. I think at the brewery these are $22 a 4-pack, or were, and I think at Sam the Beer Man like 24, 25, so he kicked it up a couple bucks, which is fine by me. You know, he did all the legwork. All I had to do was pay an extra 50 cents a can. Not bad. Anyway, so I don't know much about this one. On their website, they say that they use the citra hop bill that their beer straight out of the laboratory used, and then they do some kind of special hop process, dry hop, energy hop process, something, I don't know. I didn't read much on the website because I didn't want to, you know, see tasting notes and stuff, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna stop reading here. But 10.5% Triple IPA, apparently there's citra in here. There could be other hops, I have no idea, but we're gonna give it a pour, see what we got going on. Wow, that's really lighter than I anticipated. So many Triple IPAs have like a darker, like orange color, like orange honey, as I always say for like other half beers. This isn't as dark. It might come off a little darker on camera, but this is like a straight up milky yellow orange color. It's a little bit, quite a bit lighter than most Triple IPAs. It has about a finger of a really creamy looking head, very tight, compact bubbles, a couple bigger bubbles hanging around, but for the most part, really creamy and tight and compact looking. Yeah, this looks awesome. Let's get a nose. Wow, that smells awesome. And again, this is just under 6 weeks. Now, when I picked this up, this beer was right around a month old. Just like, actually right around a month old. But it's been a couple weeks since I've, you know, hung out with Matt and the guys. And, you know, I took a little bit of a break from beer, but I also had so much beer that was given to me by the aforementioned individuals, along with beer I picked up along the way, that like I'm working my way through all these beers, and so many of them are like hop forward beers, and I don't want to drink 5 beers a day that are all 8+% double IPAs and triple IPAs. So some of these beers are going to be drank 5, 6, 7 weeks old, which is fine. You know, so many people go crazy about freshness, and trust me, I like to have most of my hop forward beers under a month old. Sometimes it just isn't, it's not feasible, but it's also, I can't do it. So this being under six weeks old, not a big deal, I don't think, at least for me personally. Wow, so I don't know what other hops are using here, but this has a really fresh green hop character to it. Now, I don't want to say it has like a green astringency. It has a really just like big hop character to it. I'm getting like, yeah, orange and grapefruit, but then also like, you know, stone fruits and tropical fruits, like more of like the peach, apricot, nectarine, like stone fruit thing. Bit of passion fruit. It has this like dank floral component too. That's nice. And I'm getting a little bit of the malt character, and it's coming off as like a almost like biscuity type of malt character. Yeah, it smells really good. Yeah, that orange is like orange, tangerine, grapefruit, like a ruby red grapefruit. Really nice. One thing I always say about Equilibrium beers too, at least in the reviews I've done, but this holds true for all the beers I've had from them, they give me that water nerd treatment that Matt always talks about. It has like this, I always refer to it as like an acidic orange juice type of thing. But yeah, that I don't usually pick up too much on the nose. That's in the taste, and we're going to taste it. So let's get into it. Cheers, everyone. yeah. The water nerd treatment's there. Equilibrium just, I don't know if it's from the yeast. I don't know if it's from the water treatment they do, but that's nice. This is fucking scary. 10.5%. I say this a lot about other half triple IPAs. This tastes like it's not a hair over like 7.5%. And the body on here, it's 10.5%. It drinks like medium body max. This has a light, airy, almost like component to the mouthfeel, to the body and the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel, it's soft, smooth, and relatively creamy, but that body at being just like medium, it's thin. It's real thin for a 10.5% triple IPA, but I think if you like triple IPAs, you probably would appreciate that more than if this was like a 10.5% Imperial Stout, where you want a syrupy, thick, viscous feel to it. This body is like perfection for a triple IPA. The taste is acidic, orange, and ruby red grapefruit. Like, there's an acidic citrus vibe to this one. And then there's a bit of more of apricot. I'm getting more acidic vibes like a guava in here as well. Passion fruit, things that have a tartness, you know, fruits that have a tartness to them. It finishes semi-dry, but still has a big sweetness to it because it is 10.5%. But I get no alcohol astringency in my stomach, in my chest, on the palate. Because I think age is starting to show a little bit, because I am getting this malt character on the finish that is just, it's like a sweeter, bready, almost biscuity malt character. And I think that's the age. I think this one is starting, I don't want to necessarily say go downhill, but I think this one is going to start losing some of the intensity of the hop character, and more of the malt bill is going to come to the forefront. I think I probably just surpassed the sweet spot. This probably around 3-4 weeks old was delicious, but right now, like 5.5, almost 6 weeks old, starting to lose a little bit. But that said, this is absolutely fucking divine. This might be definitely top 3 most drinkable triple IPAs I've ever had in my life. It's unbelievable how this drinks from a body standpoint, but also from just like an alcohol standpoint. It's 10.5, drinks like it's 7.5, and the body also drinks like it's around 6.5. This is, yeah, one of the most drinkable triple IPAs. The flavors are really, really nice too. I really like that acidic just kick to it. I really like the different melange of like citrus, tropical, and stone fruits. I even dig that little bit of malt presence on the back end, which I know some people would probably hate, but I appreciate that one. I think in a couple weeks, at like the probably 2-month mark, this will probably be to the point where it might be a bit too malt forward for most people. Probably turn into that whole orange marmalade thing that I get when I get older IPAs, that definitely where the malt takes over. But as is, this is a fucking great triple IPA. So this isn't the best triple IPA I've ever had, probably not in the top 3. It's in the top 3 from hiding the alcohol. But as is, I want to say that Deviation from Equilibrium deserves straight on 4.5 out of 5. This is a delicious triple IPA. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think about, because yeah, I like my mind, like right now, I'm just kind of at a loss for words, because again, this hides the alcohol so well. If I was doing this blind, I would not know this was even approaching a triple IPA. I would be hard pressed to tell you this is even a double IPA just from the alcohol. The actual flavors and stuff, sure, I would say maybe, you know, it's in the 7.5, 8, 8.5 range, but not the alcohol. So Deviation from Equilibrium deserves a 4.5 out of 5. Like I said, if you've had this one before, let me know what you think about it. I know my buddy Jeff, aka No Jinx, bought a crowler of this one from, I believe, Sam the Beer Man, which is, a 32-ounce crowler, and he should have a lot of fun taking that one down. I feel like you drink that, you're going to be set for the evening. But I'd be curious to see what you think about this one, Jeff, because it is quite delicious. Yeah, just great. So value and availability, like I said, $22 a 4-pack at the brewery. That's great value for triple IPA. I should say great value. That's appropriate for a triple IPA. You're paying $5.50 a can. Yeah, that's kind of the going rate for triple IPAs. I paid, like I said, $25 for this 4-pack. Still a good, under $6. I paid, well, I shouldn't say under, I paid around $6 a can for this, and I think that's worth it to try it. and I think it's worth it. I didn't have to go to the brewery. I just picked it up at a bottle shop. So it's, you know, it's a bit on the higher side, but for a 10.5% triple IPA, I'm fine with that. Availability, Equilibrium is pretty much brewery only when it comes to their cans. Like other half, if they do get any distribution, it's from, you know, bottle shops and maybe other breweries or just beer bars going to craft beer bars, that is, going to buy beers from the brewery and then bring it back and sell them at their establishment, which you're allowed to do in New York. Outside of that, yeah, it's brewery only. So yeah, anyway, this has been going a little bit longer than I anticipated. I'm feeling pretty good because this beer is great. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Till the next one. Cheers.